10th and lastly, heaven. Heaven-aimed Christianity, with its central focus on heaven as the eternal destiny of Christ followers, actually distorts what heaven will be like. Yes, in one sense, heaven is unimaginable because sin, Satan, death, and suffering and evil so envelop this planet, it's hard to imagine existence without those things. Yet, that is exactly what heaven will be like. Right now, God's presence can feel so distant that he seems aloof and uncaring and even weak. But in heaven, there will be an unimaginable awareness of his presence, his power, and his love. In heaven, God will feel right there all the time. Now, he is always right there because he is not bound by space or time. He is ever present and all-knowing. But the curse and sin create in us a blockage that keeps us from comprehending and feeling the full weight of his presence and awesome power and profound care. Our whole orientation will change in heaven. It's like a guy I know who was in a convenience store in a small town, Crawford, Texas, near McGregor, and he was wearing a Tesla t-shirt. A man in line next to him said, "Hey, nice shirt." The guy said, "Thanks." The man said, I started that company." Of course, the guy next to him was Elon Musk. My friend, his whole orientation changed at that moment around Elon in that store when he learned who he was. So the question I want to ask is, how does heaven-aimed Christianity distort heaven itself? First, it claims heaven is the Christian's only location after death. But the Bible says there will be a new earth. An earth will be part of the Christian's experience when history comes to a close. For now, heaven is the only location. Eventually, the Bible says there will be a new heaven and a new earth. Some folks claim those two locations will be separate and the Christian will remain only on earth or will be able to travel between earth and heaven. Other Christians argue that heaven and earth will be one. Both will have their whole orientation changed around each other. So we will fully experience heaven and fully experience earth at the same time in one experience. At this point, I don't venture to make a claim. All I know is that the Bible says there's going to be a new heaven and a new earth, and both of those will last forever. I can't go beyond that. Second, it emphasizes the bliss of the place over the person of the place. Heaven is heaven only because that is where God is. Heaven is indeed perfect, but the epitome of that perfection is not the escape from all the bad things on earth. The epitome of that perfection is all the good things of heaven, with the highest good being God himself. Heaven-aimed Christianity focuses on the negatives of heaven. All those bad things we get to avoid when leaving the earth. But there's a positive to each of those negatives that is lacking in that flavor of Christianity. The beauty of getting your car fixed is not necessarily in having it fixed or having it not broken, but it's getting to use it once it is fixed. By dismissing a future earth, heaven-aimed Christianity dismisses key aspects of our very humanity. God made us for the earth and the earth for us. Just as we will be fixed one day, so will the earth. And the celebration of it all is not the past act of getting fixed, but in the ability to be who we are truly meant to be while living on the earth as it was truly meant to be. And that is what I call Heaven Now Christianity. Heaven Now Christianity takes very seriously the biblical assertion that there will one day be a new earth. God will make all things right. Christians will not be floating in the clouds. A better image is a group of people walking next to a lake, or tending an orchard, or eating around a table. In the afterlife, there will be plenty of activity, conversation, play, effort, fun, healing. Relationships will be reconciled. Forgiveness will be offered. Personally, I really hope there is golf. The end of it all is a picture of one new humanity, people saved from every tribe, language, and nation, inhabiting the earth, enjoying each other, enjoying Christ. That vision radically changes everything about life right now. Heaven-aimed Christianity prevents you from tapping into that empowering perspective and rich purpose. Heaven Now Christianity aligns your thoughts with the Bible and helps you walk the path of devotion to Christ and service to Him until your final breath.